Alright, so what's up guys? So we got two new things that we're going to install today. I actually went ahead and opened both of them just because, you know, like, I kind of wanted to see. From my understanding, this might be the simplest, easiest, and cheapest power mod you can do to your manual car. Install a shift knob. Okay, it's not just like any shift knob, it's actually a weighted shift knob. The second part of this install, I actually got a new shifter now. I already opened this too as well, and it already has dog hair on it. Like, feel that, Kyle, feel that. That's nice. It doesn't feel that bad. It's suede with blue stitching. I'm trying to go with like a blue theme to this car, because, you know, wheels and everything. Now I went ahead and did some research, and it seems like the only things I'll need are these two, and then also scissors, which I forgot to get. This is a universal shift boot, so I might have to do some adjusting and cutting and stuff like that. If I mess up, you know, 12 bucks, whatever. Not that big of a deal.
Damn, 12 bucks, man.
And 12 bucks could get you 12 cheeseburgers, but here I am with the shift boot. The shift knob itself is a Mishimoto weighted shift knob, and I got the black one. It says black on their website. This is, like, in person is definitely more of like a black chrome, and it is pretty heavy. Like, can I feel that? Like, it is heavier than it looks.
Pretty heavy.
So I mean, like, it's got some good weight to it. I've never done any of this before. Like I said, everything I do to this car is like the first time I do to, you know, work on any car, besides like my dad's, like, you know, Ford Explorer. You guys are gonna kind of come with me, but let's get started. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is take off this whole shifter area. From my knowledge, it's pretty easy. I've done it by accident many times. So what you want to do is just grab this. Actually, I need to take off my Jesus piece real quick. Not really a religious person, but it's always good to have in your car. Easy mod, you know, like a little bit of protection, you know. Hey, I'm not dead yet.
Godspeed.
So first, like I said, what you want to do is just grab this and just pull it towards this way, and it should just pop off like that. Oh, and then let me go get a flathead real quick, because I realized I needed a flathead. Alright, so back with the flathead. Now, what the flathead is for is when you take this off, there's a plug right there, which connects, you know, all your AC controls and whatnot. And what you want to do is take this off, and it's a lot easier with the flathead. It's supposed to be. There we go. See, that was easy. That was easy. That's the plug-in for the hazard button. There we go. If you've done other electrical stuff in the car, it's all the same plug-in. Now what we need to do is, so we can take this off, this is where you're gonna need the grip tight. Now why do you need the grip tight? So to take this off, you need to unscrew this. So to unscrew this, you know, all you gotta do is twist it off. But when you try to twist it off, like just as itself, you're actually twisting the entire transmission, what do you call it? Transmission shaft, shifter shaft. I honestly don't know what it's called. You're gonna mess this up if you just try to force it. So what you gotta do is kind of hold it with the grip tight.
You're going right. Go left.
So it was this way, right?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. I think. There we go. Hey! Weight comparison. This definitely, like, it's got weight. Like, feel that, right? And I feel this. Like, it definitely feels...
Kind of feels the same to me a little bit.
Well, it's not the same. It's not the same. Before we try to do shift boot, let's just try screwing this on. It should just... Damn, whoa, open. Oh, don't show that.
Forget, guys. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You don't want to be like this guy.
I don't screw it too tight.
I'm good so far.
I mean, just as is. And we can try putting this back on. It does feel better. Like, I'll see, I guess, when I'm driving. I can't really tell. I mean, like, it feels good in my hand, you know, like, it definitely feels good. Like, it doesn't feel any worse or better.
It feels good in your hand.
You know, when I saw it, like, I don't know how I felt about it. It looked a little bit small, but, like, actually holding it, you know, it feels good. I mean, it doesn't look that much taller, but when you hold it, it definitely, like, it feels bigger than it is.
Yeah, it just stops walking, man.
Oh, snap.
It has a good grip, though.
Yeah, it has good grip. You know, not too thick.
Yeah, that's good.
But it feels nice. That's the point. It feels nice. I'll give you guys a little update once I try driving this later. Alright, so now, since we test fitted this, we're gonna take this back off and then take the shift boot, the old nasty shift boot off, and then put the nice suede one on. So we're gonna unscrew this real quick and basically do the whole process again, but take this off as well.
That's for nice stuff.
Pro tip for the scissors, for car stuff, for zip ties, anything, always steal the kitchen scissors. They always work the best. Don't tell your mom though.
Wait, you're supposed to do that?
Yeah, it's zip tie. I don't know if this is from the factory, but this cut off a 10-year-old zip tie. And I guess this is where the flat head comes in. Okay, so, oh, there we go. Now, from the looks of it, so we just took off the whole thing. It was pretty straightforward, I guess. There was a zip tie that was on here, which I cut off. I'm assuming this is from the factory. I honestly don't know. So now what we're gonna try to do is take this shift boot off, and if you flip to the other side, you kind of see what I think we have to do to take this off. That's nasty. But what I think we have to do, I believe we have to unscrew these, and it seems like there's clips on it, which should just pop off.
On the track.
Oh, shit.
It's gone, bro. So nasty. That's the old one.
Yeah.
So this man Kyle fell out of my car and his knuckles are bleeding. Hey, what kind of camera guy you call this? Useless. Useless. There's holes, and for these holes, they kind of like clip into these little, things. So basically the shift boot sandwiches in between this and the main compartment. What I need to do is make holes in the shift boot, just like the original factory one. Put holes that can fit inside these tabs right here that will line up with these holes. Yeah, so right now I'm just eyeballing this. There's no measurements involved. I mean, you can be more precise with it, but I'm just kind of winging it, and if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. I mean, that should work. It's a little bit bigger, but once I sandwich this in, as long as it can go over it, then it'll be okay, and like it doesn't wiggle too much. So we'll do the same for the other 3 sides and see how it goes. Alright, so a little update on what I've been trying to do so far. As you can see, I was able to poke holes in all the holes, including these bigger holes. I used tape to hold it down, and this is just regular tape that I found in the house, nothing special. Once you have all the holes through and these as flat as possible, this will not stay, because as you can see, the edges, these clips have to go, and you kind of lay these all flat and then you screw these in. So we'll give it a try and hopefully it works. I was able to somehow put this on. There's a lot of forcing involved just because this is a universal shift boot. And as you can see, the plates are obviously bent because the fabric itself is pretty thick, but I was able to, still screw them down. So it is secure. I'm not gonna mess around with it too much, but I mean, like, there it is, like it works. I mean, we'll see how it looks once I put it on the car. We're back in the car. In typical Washington, it is raining. So the door's closed, but we're here to finish this. So let's get started with putting everything back together. I don't really know if I need to put this back. This is for the stock shift knob. I mean the shift boot, but I don't need that anymore. So I'm probably just gonna leave this off because this, from my understanding, this does the same job as this metal piece. Or, you know what, I'm just leave it right there as is so I don't lose it. Let's put everything back together. Just a little bit more so you can get the M nice and forward like so. And I think that's it, guys. I'm definitely gonna do some adjustments later. I did kind of miss that hole right there. Huh. Oh well, this can kind of be more flush. I can definitely pull this a lot more inwards because right now it's pretty wrinkly. It looks pretty good. I mean, with this, and I was surprised this actually fit. I mean, it's a universal fit, but it fits pretty good. The shift boot itself kind of pushes this up because this is some pretty hard fabric, so it kind of pushes itself up, makes it all even nice and flush. We're gonna take this for a quick drive and see how this weighted shift knob is, but I like it. I mean, just the feel of it, you know, this feels really good. And same for the shift boot too. For what it is, I think it's a really good deal. I mean, like, if you want to, you know, buy the InFocus stuff, you know, that's all, you know, basically pre-cut out. It's, you know, vehicle specific, so you don't have to worry about, you know, cutting and stuff like that. But if you want to save yourself a few bucks and, you know, get creative or get stuff no one else has, this is a universal fit. So that means if you go to like Michael's or, you know, any type of fabric store, you know, I feel like, and you can pick out your own fabric and kind of retrofit it as a shift boot. And I know there's people that's already done that on YouTube. But after doing this, after trying to, you know, work this universal shift boot, I realized it's actually pretty easy. I mean, the only issue, I guess, for, you know, if you're trying to make, you know, your own shift boot is you would have to figure out something for this metal piece, which I feel like you can find at a, you know, like Home Depot, like an alternative, something very close to it. So we're gonna go for a quick test drive just to see how it is, and I'll give you guys my initial thoughts. Alright, I was about to go on my test drive, but I realized my AC was on full blast, so I tried to turn it off, and I realized I forgot to plug everything back in. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll get started on the test drive. Give me a sec. I think that's good. So, first drive, baby. I can already tell you off the bat, going into first gear, it required a lot less push than I thought. So that was a little bit weird. Go second gear. Ooh! That is some nice shifting right there. Like, it just feels smooth. It feels a little bit weird. This shifter, this shift knob, it definitely shines a lot more when I'm downshifting. Like, okay, like upshifting, like, yeah, like it's definitely easier, but like upshifting doesn't require a lot of force, if that makes any sense. I mean, downshifting from, you know, fourth to third to second, butter, easy. Downshifting from third to second in a very, like, in a, you know, higher speed, it's doable. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely doable, but you really have to pull it down. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels really smooth. Like, it feels really, really good. And in my hand, it also feels just as nice. I honestly thought this was going to be a little bit more uncomfortable, but I'm really liking it so far. So I just came back from a little grocery run and gas station run with the shift knob. For the other shift knobs that are out there, especially like the round ones, like I felt a few of those energy stuff, and honestly I can tell you that this Mishimoto feels 100 times better. It just feels really, really high quality, and for $45, like, you can't really ask for a better deal. I'm very satisfied with the way this feels and the way everything turned out to be. Even the shift boot, you know, for what? I don't even know how much this was, like $13. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get good quality. You just have to know where to look and know what to get. So shout out to Mishimoto for making an amazing product. This was not an advertisement whatsoever. I didn't get paid. I wish I got paid to say this, but I didn't. But like I said, shout out to Mishimoto. Before I go, I want to give you guys a little update on, you know, what's been going on. I feel like I haven't been posting a lot lately. That doesn't necessarily mean I have nothing coming for this car. The last thing I bought since the last video is that option 2 sticker. Real JDM boys, you guys know what that is. I can tell you guys straight off the bat of what's coming. And this is not like a wish list. This is not no speculation. Like, what's actually 100% like what's going down within the next, I'd say 2.5 months. First things first, a new hood is coming in. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what I'm getting, but it's a carbon fiber hood. You know, gotta get that barb in, you know what I'm saying? Second thing, I'm getting the bumper. I'm not going to tell you guys what bumper, but I am getting a front bumper. I guess the greatest hint I can give you guys for that is, it's authentic. It's authentic JDM. Third thing I'm going to get for this car is a side skirt. Now, I'm not gonna give away too much on the side skirt. But this is not no splitter. This is not like an extension add-on. This is an actual like side skirt. That's all I can tell you guys for now. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got a lot more content coming in. And sometime this week, I will also be posting a video for Honda Fest, as Honda Fest is happening this Sunday, which is tomorrow by the time I'm making this video, which is April 8th. Tomorrow's April 8th, which is Honda Fest. Now, I'm gonna post this video first, and then I'll be posting the Honda Fest video whenever. So stay tuned for those. Honda Fest is definitely gonna be fun. And one more thing, and I told you guys a little bit about this in the last video, but I was making a music video for a good friend of mine. He goes by the name 5 AM, or you guys might know him as Sam. I worked on a music video along with Kyle, who was in the last vlog, for his newest release, Broken. So that's all posted and everything. So I'll put a link down in the description below to check it out on his channel. Now, if you guys love it, please give it a thumbs up, because your boy made that video. Directed by Director T. So please check that out. Please check it out. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, give me feedback, positive, negative, anything helps. Support your boy. That's it for today, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.